good morning, afternoon, or evening. I hope you're doing well. My name is Karina Abigail Bautista Aguilar. I'm from the group 242, and today we are going to see the topic present continuous of Unit 4. Hello, today we are going to see this topic uh, named Short Things That Are Happening. This topic is from the Unit 4. So let's continue. First, we are going to see what is the present continuous or present progressive. So let's take a look and what is the the present continuous for, how we can use it. Well, we can use the present continuous to talk about something we think to be temporary, and also to talk about longer actions in progress. Other use is, for example, that we can even use it to talk about future plans and actions that are happening right now at this moment, and other to actions that are happening not necessarily in this moment, like if I say I'm studying at CCH Vallejo, maybe at this moment I'm not studying, but I'm studying in CCH Vallejo. Okay. Also, we have here an example like Jimin's dancing style is full of energy. The give is the action. Jimin is dancing. So the present continuous also can be used to talk about impressions and thoughts. Okay. We have the structures. We are going to see the structures of present continuous. First, let's take a look for the affirmative form. Okay. First, we have the subject. First, we have the subject plus the auxiliary verb. We use an auxiliary verb in the sentences. And finally, we add the verb plus ing. This is very important because the ing at the end of the sentence is what make this present continuous sentence. So it's very important to add the ing. Okay, let's continue with the negative form. We first put the subject. It can be it, she, they, we, I, and the subject. Then we put the auxiliary verb, and this is very important to add to make a negative sentence. We add the word not. That is the auxiliary, the negative auxiliary. It's the word not. Then we also add the verb plus the ing. The interrogative form. In the interrogative form, first we add the auxiliary verb and the subject. We move the verb before the subject. Okay. Then we add the verb plus the ing and the question sign. That's very important. Remember to add the ing at the end of the verb. So then we have more about the structures. The auxiliary verb that we use in the present continuous is the verb be, verb to be, okay? And how we add the verb, the auxiliary verb? Well, first we are going to put the subject, and then we put the auxiliary verb. It can be is, am, or are. Then, like an examples. In the affirmative form, we have these examples: he plus is, then we put the verb plus ing. At this case is chopping or planting and flying, and then we put the complements to the sentence. And also we can use contractions to with the sentences, like we can contract the subject and the auxiliary verb. Here we have the subject he plus is, and it looks like his. That's the contraction, and the same with the other two. We have she plus is. The contraction would be she's. And it plus is. The contraction is it. And then we put the verb plus ing and the complement. We have the negative sentences. First we have the subject. It can be this time he, she, it. Then we put again the auxiliary verb, the verb be. Then we add the important word to make a negative sentence, not. The word not is after the verb be, like you can see. And it goes like he is not, she is not, it is not. Then the verb plus ing, chopping, planting, flying, and the complement. We can make two types of contraction in the negative sentences. The first is his, is like the first contraction we seen in the affirmative sentences. His, the contract the subject and the verb be, and is his. The second contraction is contract the verb be and the negative word not, and it looks like isn't. The first is his not plus the verb plus the ing verb, and the second is his, he isn't, and plus the ing verb, chopping, planting, flying, or whatever verb. With the verb be, am, we have the affirmative form is I, then we add the be verb am, then the ing verb plus the complement. This time the complement is the whole house, the ing verb is sweeping, and the verb be is am, the subject I. We can contract this in just one form, and the contraction in the affirmative sentence is am. I'm. Am sweeping the whole house. With the negative form is I am plus the word negative word, not the negative auxiliary. I am not, and that's it. We can also contract saying I'm not. Then the auxiliary, then the ing verb sweeping, the verb and with ends in ing. The interrogative sentence with the verb be am is first we again move the verb before the subject. The verb be. Okay? Am I sweeping the whole house? And that's it. We can't make contractions this time. And with the affirmative sentence with the verb be am, with the verb be are, we use this kind of the verb be with you, we, and they. And first we have the same structures that the other two. First the subject, this time you, we or they, then we add the verb be. This time the verb be is are. You are, we are, they are. We can also contract this, the subject and the verb be, and it looks like with you is your. With the contraction with we and are where, and the contraction with they and are there. They, or yeah, there. And then we again add the verb with and in ing and complement. For the negative, we again move the verb be before the subject, and it goes like are you, are we, or are they, then the verb laughing, playing, dating. This is the interrogative sentence. It's so very easy. Then we have some spelling rules. When add and how to add the ing. We need to know how to add the ing to the verbs. The first rule is that when the verbs end in e, we erase the ing from the verb. And examples can be come becomes coming, does becomes doing, daring, shining. Okay? The second rule. Verbs then end in ie. We erase the ie and we add the ying. Examples can be lie becomes lying, die to dying, buy and buying. Buy with be. UB. The third rule. One syllable verbs that end in one. That end in consonant, double consonant. We need to add ing. Examples can be stop, becomes stopping, swim to swimming, plan to planning. That verbs end in double consonants. No. No, 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 no. We have the fourth rule. The verbs with two more syllables, and if the last syllable is stressed, we need to add we need to add to double the consonant, the last consonant. Okay. Examples of this rule can be began, becomes beginning, forget to forgetting, and prefer to preferring. That are some examples. The fifth rule. Verbs with two or more syllables. This is like the opposite to the last rule. Examples to this rule is like happen, it becomes happening, visit to visiting, and remember to remembering. We use this rule when the last syllable is not stressed, so we don't double the consonant. And the sixth rule is if the verb ends in two consonants, we don't double the consonants. Examples for this rule are work becomes working and wash to washing. We don't double the K from the verb worth or the H from the word wash. We just add the ing. And the seventh rule is if the end ends in two vowels and one consonant. We don't double the consonants. And another rule that exists is that we don't double the last consonants with verbs that end in Y, X, and W. Examples of these verbs are like snow becomes snowing. We don't double the W. And other is study. We just add the ing and it becomes studying. The time expressions that we use in the present continuous are like tonight, in the morning, no, at morning, at evening, this month. We can also use while, this weekend, and there we have the time expressions where we add the time expressions. There we have two options. The first is at the end of the sentence, and the second option is at the beginning of the sentence. When we put the the time expression at the beginning is more like to make more emphasis in the time in the sentence. Okay? Then we have some examples. The first is now I'm texting to my mom. I'm texting to my mom now. There we have the time expression. And we have more. Other is with the time expression tonight. We're going to concert tonight. With this week, month, or year, we have the example the 2021 class worked hard this year. Okay, and then we have some of the examples. There we have a phrase with a verb and present continuous, laughing, used from the movie My Neighbor Totoro. And we have more examples of the present continuous that I'm going to read. The first is I am eating. Then we have other like you are living in London. Her is singing a song. Then we have some examples. Okay. The first is Ponyo is running on the sea. Second, they are waiting for the bus while it's raining. Third, are they falling? Yes, they are falling right now. And other, are they standing? No, they are not, because they are falling. Is she flying on a common broom? No, she's not. She has a magic broom. Other, is she cleaning the house? Yes, she is. And they are traveling to Suniva's house. It is jumping near to the window? Yes, it is jumping now. Then, what are they doing? They are traveling in a train. Okay. And then we have some videos to know more that and the bibliography. So thank you very much. That was all. I hope you enjoyed the video.